Feeling like you're lonely, someone else out there feels just like you. Go outside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do. Yeah. Make your own sunshine. Smoke 'cause it's alright.
Hey guys, welcome back to the program. Welcome back to the Dee Time Bar Show. Yes, we've got another series in front of the bar. Today in the UK it was 21 degrees and I got on with the backyard, the gardening as such. So I've done, all my hedges have been trimmed, the grass has been cut, and a well-deserved drink this evening. And today's show is just a general chit chat, basically what's to come on the channel. I'll give you guys a bit of a preview of some watches that have come in, and I've given them the green light to unveil on the channel. We have an AV8 brand new release from AV8 Watches. It is the Hawker Typhoon, and it was launched on the 19th of May. There was an embargo on this for the 19th, but I'm going to unveil it probably on Monday or Tuesday on the channel, an exclusive on the Dee Time Love channel in the UK, and I'll reveal that on Monday. Interesting piece, that military RAF themed, very cool, very gimmicky you could say, but if you're into your aviation timepieces, don't miss out on that unboxing and review. It's going to be very cool. Oops. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got actually a Auto 8 watch has come in, the Infinity 2. This is definitely an interesting piece, I have to say. I look forward to giving you guys a full-on review of this. I'm just getting to know the piece a little bit. Look at that different sort of unique dial, I have to say. Very cool indeed. Yeah, something a little bit different, I have to say. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool piece. What else have we got that's coming to the channel? You guys always state that I don't really review many small timepieces, and I've always had requests for sort of small 36mm pieces, what I'd recommend, things under £200 sterling, and Baltony, very cool brand, have sent me in a watch that is 36mm, and I will be reviewing this very soon, but I'll give you guys a sneak preview to what's gonna come on the channel. Oh guys, I'm extremely tired. God, things are really moving along quickly. The time flies by. Honestly, the show is around the corner on the 10th and the 11th of June, the BQ Watch Show. This is this little 36mm. Don't know if this wants to focus. This new setup I've got, it's not... I've got to get a little bit used to how to work things here. It's not this new camera as well. It's not ideal. It's hard to see. Anyway, I don't know if I've got it in the right setting, guys. We'll soon find out. It's a cool little watch, 36mm, something a little bit different, that's for sure. Yep, very nice indeed. But as the sun is shining, I've decided to try and get my summer watch collection in hand, and I'm really thinking about what I'm going to take when I go away. I'm going to be away a lot this year, so I really need to get some timepieces to cover when I'm on the beach in the evening, and I like to wear sort of like bright colours when I'm away. Yeah, so I've got the Zelos Swordfish with that turquoise dial. Check this out, guys. What a beautiful watch this is. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Look at the colour of that dial. A bit like a blue lagoon colour. Now, the Zelos watches are fantastic, really well made for the price. Arguably one of my favourite micro brands. If you can call them a micro brand anymore. You know, micro brands are really people, you know, companies with a couple of people working in the firm. and they struggle to produce watches on a mass amount. But Zelos have surpassed that now. I'd probably just call them an independent watchmaker. What else? I was thinking I'm going to need a GMT as well if I'm on the beach. And I've got this Venezianico Nerade GMT with that slate dial, that Canova bracelet. Stunning piece. I love this piece. Absolutely love them. They're going to be at the BQ Watch Show as well, amongst many other brands. Very, very cool as well. What else we've got? Look, I always take a Seiko with me whenever I go away. And the Seiko that I'm taking is the Seiko Samurai Blue Lagoon. Look at that blue. Fantastic. See that focus for you guys? Very nice indeed. And as an evening watch, or when I'm out and about, I'm going to be wearing sort of like a cream blazer in the evenings. And it has to be the one, the only, the Tudor Chrono Blue, aka Monte Carlo. It's been a while. I haven't seen this watch for a good, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I think. Or I can't remember the last time. I think the last time I had this watch with me was when I went to the that Watch Guy London, when I went onto the live stream a few months ago, but it's been safely tucked away in my deposit box. But this is one of my favorite watches, guys. Look at that. Fantastic piece. It's been discontinued now as well. This piece has been discontinued as well. So, yeah, the prices have gone up considerably for these. And this is probably the most under the radar chronograph now, but this is what really kick-started Tudor's comeback, the Chrono Blue. It's a very important timepiece for Tudor, I have to say. And for me, it's still the best, you know, chronograph in their lineup. You know, I've not always been a big fan of chronographs having the snowflake hand on the Heritage range, but this is Tudor's original design. This is what I call the smart man's Daytona. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I'll leave a link. I've reviewed these watches. I've unboxed them. I've had these watches for a very, very long time. And when I'm going to be snorkeling or doing any sports activities in the sea, I'll be honest with you, I'm either going to be wearing the Zelos Swordfish or my G-Shock, guys. Solid piece. It's been on the holiday with me on vacation for the last 3 years. So, what has been going on? So, guys, there's a lot of dramas going on. I don't get involved with that. You guys have asked me loads of questions in regards to my opinions on that. I keep my opinions to myself. But I'm happy to discuss them in detail if anyone wants to discuss them with me at the show. But look, it is what it is. The situation is what we predicted would happen, with all honesty. But more importantly, we've got more pressing things to focus on at the moment. And the BQ Watch Show, wow, it's around the corner, the 10th and the 11th of June. We've got 3-4 brands, 3 watch brands, well, potentially 4. Well, definitely confirmed 3 watch brands I need to add to the list. What else? I've got a few watch case brands that are going to be exhibiting as well. Yeah, so wow, I mean, the demand is great. We've had a lot of press get in contact. We've had Oracle Time get in contact as well. They contacted me and they're going to be basically doing a coverage of the show, and they're calling it the UK's largest watch show for brands, that is, and the variety. I mean, it's a unique show. It's going to be very unique, and it's an opportunity for us fellow watch enthusiasts, addicts, collectors to get together and experience a unique environment with loads of a variety of brands at different price points, and also have access to Spencer's inventory at BQ Watches as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun, guys. And what can I say? Let's have a drink. Wondering what everyone's drinking tonight. Saturday night at the Dee Time Bar. Yeah, what can I say? Check it out, guys. Look. This is where I get to relax, really. It's quite sad, isn't it? Sometimes I come to my own bar, my house, and I just reflect on things, how the week's gone, how business is going, business is tough. Business is tough at the moment. I'm not one to bullshit you guys, give you guys BS how easy life is. And in my business, in my sector, and recruitment in general, we may not be having a recession in regards to vacancies, but we're having a recession in regards to candidates. There's a real lack of people out there at the moment. Good caliber people. So everything we do, look, back in the day, I used to focus on a 1 in 3 hit rate. So I'd provide each of my clients 3 candidates for them to choose, and 1 out of those 3 candidates would be successful. So I was very quality driven, quality control. My interview process is very thorough, second to none. Because we do executive search. So for those of you that don't know what executive search, although I do the watch business, it's only a very small part of what I do. So executive search is where we basically recruit for senior appointments. So it could be for, say, the CEO of Barclays or PricewaterhouseCoopers, just to name a couple of companies that we work with. And we do executive search. So what that means, we get paid up front for in regards to the project that we do. We have normally a 3-week completion time, and then we get the rest of the money once the project is complete, once we place someone in the job physically. And from 3 weeks, it's taking 6 to 8 weeks to fulfill an assignment now. And we've got some really strong people working in my team. They're all, multilingual speakers: Dutch, Flemish, German, French. A lot of the guys that work for me need to have a good degree recognized from a official European university, because in Europe, unlike the UK, we're not so fussed about academics, but in Europe, academics is very important. And in order for my clients to work with us, all of my executive search consultants, I'll give you an example, a couple of the girls that work for me are former international lawyers, for example, and they're absolutely amazing. They make me look absolutely stupid at times. Their work ethic, everything is great. They're just fantastic to work with, and I'm very proud to have people of that caliber working within my organization. The translation, I don't know what they're saying because I don't speak German and Dutch or anything like that, but they get the job done, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So I end up sprinkling my time in different sectors, like the luxury sector, the watch sector really is what I focus on. Anna, that works for me, works the luxury sector, so she does all the luxury fashion. It's not really for me, that stuff. But when it comes to the watches, that's where I get involved, and I love to go down and visit the ADs and look at their inventory and meet the store managers, go into their head office, look at the head of marketing, head of buying, head of e-commerce. And that's where you really get a real insight to how these authorized dealers and brands work. We work, I can't mention names, but we work with a few brands that are based in Scotland, Glasgow as well, independent brand, but it's amazing what they're doing in-house, doing all the actual dials, painting them, enamel dials. It's fantastic. So very good. And we do a lot of work for the brands in Switzerland as well, especially on the watchmaker side. And this is where I get involved, because my job's so boring, guys. Honestly, it can be very boring. What's very fulfilling is the communication side, the engagement, the prep, account managing people's process from start to finish is very rewarding, and building that rapport and that relationship with these guys. The business development side can be quite troublesome. Ever since COVID hit, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are working from home. It's very difficult to get hold of people nowadays, and you're relying on emails to get through. But I'm very fortunate that I've been in the industry for nearly 15 years now. I work for Randstad. It was the second largest agency in the world, Manival, and I got up to managing consultant level, and I built a lot of good contacts over the years. So a lot of my sort of referral work comes from word of mouth. But what I really love is mixing up my business with the watch game, watch events, watch recruitment, meeting guys. And I get to, it's so intriguing talking to different brand ambassadors. I was talking to a brand ambassador at JLC that we're placing. He's changing careers, believe it or not. Tudor brand managers. I'd love to get them on the show, but the thing is, when you work with the brands, they have to get approval from head office before they do anything like that. So it's very difficult to get these guys that work for big brands to come down and talk to. The more independents are more flexible because they need the exposure, they need the media coverage. They have very small budgets in comparison to some of, the larger brands, I would say. But wow, it's been tough, I'll be honest with you. It's been very tough, but the fruit of my labor has paid off. I'm shocked, how sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? You could tell that I've had a long day, guys. I think I've got a bit of a tan from being outside. But the brands have been so cooperative. They've really cooperated with me in regards to everything that I want to do. They're happy to pay good money to come and exhibit at the BQ, watch show, part of A to Z of watches. Which is not our first rodeo. I've been involved in events for a very long time. We just came off the back of a big recruitment event as well. We had some very, very big retailers that were basically exhibiting for their big recruitment drive. So there's still, growth, but there is a real need to get that exposure in all sectors at the moment. I think Brexit really did damage the UK. Look, my business, if I go back before the European referendum, I would say 70% of the work that I was doing was multilingual, trilingual. Not just European languages, I was doing Mandarin, Russian, different dialects of Arabic. To be honest with you, we're placing more people in the UAE at the moment. It's easier for me to place high net individuals, senior individuals in the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Hence why we've opened up over there now, and it's just a process of me finding staff to go over there and recruit on behalf of my organization. So yes, I'm in the process of doing that. So there's sponsorship involved. I'm hoping to get people from the UAE that can work over there, so I don't have to sort out the sponsorship or anything like that. So I'm looking for someone who's got 4 to 5 years recruitment experience. We're willing to pay up to 45 to 50k on the basic. If you've got a portfolio of clients you can bring along with you, if not a problem. We're master vendor of quite a few organizations out in the UAE, and you will be account managing them, but you will have to do business development. It is a 360-degree role, and there is very good commission structure. And if you hit a certain target, I will allow you to grow your team. So we'll have administrators out there and so on. I will be managing it from the UK and flying out from time to time. I have got potentially one person lined up, but I'm looking for one more person. We're going to set up in a nice, cozy, air-conditioned office within the heart of Bahrain. So yeah, it's going to be good. Hopefully I can get some sort of footage when I'm out there. I think you guys will be intrigued to do that. I'm going to be out in Cyprus as well. We have got it is based in Cyprus as well. It's been quite difficult. We don't do really high level recruitment out there. It's more brokerage, business to business development, business to consumer. We do a lot of brokering, roles out there, which is volume, and there's a lot of dropouts. So I've got to really think about what we specialize in Cyprus. But Limassol in Cyprus has been a hell of a lot of investment over there. It's becoming a mini Dubai. Honestly, if you go on YouTube and you put Limassol, look at the development of Cyprus. It's unbelievable. They've also got 5 new universities. I can't remember the name of the university, but they're going to bring in loads of students. It's becoming very, very commercial. I like that, but I do like the traditional side of Cyprus, I have to say, more than the commercial side. I love getting closer to my roots, having fun with my family and friends that are out there. It's a fantastic place, and I'll spend some time this year on my property out there as well. Got a lot of work to do. I've started building work. The really reason why I'm at the Dee Time Bar series has come to fruition. I've started building work and lots is going on, so I don't have much access to my little office that I use as a studio, home office as such. So good times, guys. I hope to get down to Southend as well in the summer, my second home. That's where I'm based. I like to spend a lot of my time in the summer. I'm like 800 meters from the seafront. Not, you could say a sea view that I've got, if you want to call it that. You know, it's not the Mediterranean by any means, but if you watch, you know, is it in my DNA? I love to be close to the ocean. I mean, I love being close to water in general, and even where I live now, we've got like loads of natural streams and rivers, and just on the outskirts of sort of London, you know. But yeah, I am still based, you know, my office is still central London, so I have to get there. It's not far. It takes me literally like half an hour to get there, you know, and I've got parking, so it's not too bad. So life is good, but I'm tired. I just struggle to find the time to do anything at the moment. Streaming, I'm rejecting people. I keep on requesting, do you want to come on the stream? I just don't have the time, and hence why whenever I get the time, I need to just basically, you know, target my guys on the channel, my fellow subscribers on the channel, the support you guys, the emails that I get is unreal. I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate all your support. It's unreal what you guys do, and all the gifts. Honestly, you got to stop sending me money, guys. Honestly, I love the fact you give me donations. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend that money at the BQ Watch Show, and I'm going to bring you guys a whole loads of Gale beer at the back, as you can see, to sort out my gumbaros. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Chirag, honestly, stop sending me bottles of whiskey. I've got them all piled up in the office. So guys, I might even bring a couple down with me to the show, but I know Spencer's going to pack it out from pastries, you know, like wraps, sandwiches and so on for you guys to get your teeth into on the day. So it's going to be great. So a lot of you guys have been asking me, you know, what's the situation with you and Spencer? What's going on with BQ Watches? Are you just doing a one-off show? Spencer's got the event space. I've got the contacts, the brands. We do events anyway here at A to Z, whether it's recruitment fairs or watch related. We're always doing something at my office or in different venues and so on. We use various different hotels. Me and Spencer have partnered up. We're going to do something special. This is going to be a long-term project. We've put in pen to paper. We're going to do something special for you guys, the fellow watch enthusiasts. It's going to be a hub where you guys can come, where you know that there's always going to be something going on at the BQ events venue, BQ Watches. So I'm going to be down there. I'm going to have loads of stuff going on. Like I said, we've got 6 events lined up. We're going to have a few other little events in between. We'll keep you guys posted. But what I'm surprised about is the interest that we've had off the back of other brands talking to other brands. I could literally pack that venue 10 times over. And I think, look, I have to give it, you know, I have to say one thing. I think the channel has really helped these brands, because they said, look, you know, we're making sales, you know, off the back of your reviews and videos. So look, I want to state one thing, like when I do get a video in, I make it very clear the watches that have come in for review are paid promotions. So I try to be as critical as possible. I try to be as honest as I can. But one thing I want to let you guys know is, if a watch comes into the channel and I don't like the watch and I think it's not for me, I don't want to review it, I won't review it. Now, if you don't know, if you've seen the last video, the Wish Do It, I was debating whether I review those watches, right? But it got me thinking, you know, these Wish Do It watches are like homages of RM watches, and let's be honest, I can't afford to go and splash out £1 million on an RM, you know, at the moment. It's the one that I want. It's like, it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there in a similar position to me. You know, they make Rolex look cheap. Yeah, that's what I remember. They make Rolex look like budgeons, you know, and a Beta watch. This is the prices of these RMs. So I was thinking, like, if you really love that look, that Tourneau case, just, you could buy one. You don't have to buy which. There's other brands out there that do something similar. Go ahead and buy it. Mate, it might scratch that itch. Probably not, but it might scratch it. It might make you think this is what it'd be like to wear a watch. And they're engineered really well. Like, this is the reason why I got them on the show, because they've got an 80 hours power reserve. I was like, bloody hell. These Asian brands have come a long way, especially these brands being made in Hong Kong. It's scary. I'm going to be honest, it's scary. The level of engineering with some of these watches at the prices they're producing and what they're selling them at, you know, under £500. They're like £2,000, £3,000 watches, you know, in terms of the fit and finish. So that's what's really excited me, guys. I have to admit, it's been, I'll give you, for example, this Auto 8. Look how unique that is. I don't know if it's going to focus for you guys. I'll review that on the channel. Auto 8, that was well made. Really cool watches, I have to say. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little... God, I think it's a sign of insanity, isn't it, when they say you talk to yourself. I'm not really good at this stuff, so I'm going to practice to see, you know, give me a bit of time to practice. And, you know, the more I do these types of Dee Time Bar shows, I will start streaming. What I need to do, I need to get myself in some sort of schedule. I'm running more than one business at the moment. And unfortunately, one of the girls that works for me, she's gone on maternity leave. Well, unfortunately for me, she's on maternity leave at the moment, and she is a superstar. She was meant to come back. We've agreed for her to get, you know, allow her a bit more time off before she returns. So once I've got her back on board, one of my colleagues had an accident recently. I hope he gets better soon. Once I've got my team back, I'll be able to free up my time in the evenings and do some streams and crack on, and who knows, it's going to be exciting. Got so much going on. I want to give big shout out to Paul Thorpe for all your support. Big shout out to his new project, the Digital Watch Vault. It's going to be interesting. We've got a surprise. They're going to be at the show as well. Hopefully we'll announce it with Paul. I'll leave it with Paul to announce what's going on. And Alex Photi will be at the BQ Watch Show with his microscope. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really good. And I've got some cool things lined up for other BQ watch shows. I think you're going to be very surprised and very intrigued to what we have coming. But I'll leave that to later. Let's get the first one out of the way. I don't want to hype the next one. Let's get this one out of the way. A lot of work's gone into this, and bless Spencer at BQ Watches. The guy is like a civil engineer, project manager, architect, you name it. Before you know it, he'll be decorating that place himself. But look, he's putting the effort in. Without Spencer having this venue, you know, we wouldn't be able to give the brands the opportunity to go and exhibit. Now, it's very, like, if you're a brand and you're watching the show today, very unique. We're here to save you guys time and money. This is my objective. We're not like a hotel. We're absolutely flexible, which means I'm gonna have a lot of headaches trying to suit your needs. But this is what the whole purpose of this event is, to make it cost effective for you. You know, you're not gonna pay, you know, 40, 50,000 pounds to exhibit on whatever, or 10, 12. It's gonna be more cost effective for you, and we're flexible is the biggest thing. So yeah, it's not free. A lot of people say, is it free to exhibit? It's not free to exhibit. Nothing is free in this world, guys, unfortunately. But we will go that extra mile. But give us a little bit of breathing space. There may be some teething problems. It is the first event at the BQ Watch Show. It's a brand new venue. A to Z of watches. Will have a few people there. Spencer's going to have his staff. There's going to be security. But most importantly, you guys, my supporters, will be there. So it's going to be great news, guys. Great news on what's going on. Thank you once again for your support and donations. Honestly, there's no need. There's one guy, Roland. I sent your money back, sir. It's far too much money. You don't need to super chat. I think it was a thank you or something. I've refunded that to you, my friend. You know? Look, guys, look, if you want to help me out, that's fine, but don't go over the top. But I will be spending that money on booze, on alcohol for you at the show. You'll be glad to that. So come to me. KO will be there. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Dee Time Bar Show today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Go outside and be kind to a stranger. Watch what happens every time you do, yeah. Make your own sunshine.